Hi everybody, this is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make some very easy Yukon Gold parsley potatoes. Now I'm just making a small amount here, but the recipe is below and you can use larger potatoes. I happen to have some very small Yukon Gold potatoes, so I've washed these well and I'm just going to put these whole in this pot. I'm going to cover them with water. We're going to bring it to a boil and I'm going to let them boil until they are fork tender or until I can put a sharp knife in them easily, and then we'll go from there. Alright, I'd say these potatoes are cooked enough. They took right at about 20 minutes to cook. And you can see it's still steaming, very, very hot. And what I'm going to do is just remove them from that boiling water to a bowl here and just allow them to cool off enough so that I can handle them. And just to show you, see, I can poke it easily with a knife. We're going to go ahead and cut up these potatoes now, but I did want to mention that you can save yourself a lot of time if you go ahead and boil these potatoes in advance, store them in a covered container in the refrigerator, and that will save you a lot of time at mealtime when you're ready to prepare your supper. Now, all we want to do is cut these potatoes into bite-sized pieces. Potatoes are all cut up and now they're ready to be flavored in a nice way. I've got my skillet warming up over just above medium heat, and I'm going to add roughly a tablespoon, well, started to melt, roughly a tablespoon of butter, and then I'm going to also add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil to this, not quite a tablespoon. That's probably about a half a tablespoon there. I know it looks like more than that, but it's not as much as it looks like. We are going to let this butter melt, and then we're going to add the potatoes to it, and then we're going to season them. So now we're just going to drop these in here. They're already starting to sizzle. This doesn't take long. The longest part is boiling them, and again, if you do that in advance and just store them in the fridge, all you need to do is cut them up when it comes time to fix them for supper or lunch, whatever you're doing, and then they're good to go. Now what I've got in here is some dried parsley, and my inclination is just to do like this and generously put it on there. It's to your own liking, probably a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more than that of the dried parsley. And then I'm going to add some sea salt to this and a little bit of black pepper. And all we want to do is saute these potatoes until they start to brown a little bit, and that will give them just a wonderful flavor, and they're going to look really nice from all the goodies that are on there, and then that little bit of toastiness, the brown that they have on there. And this won't really take all that long. I've got, again, my stove is just above medium heat. Just going to let them sit like this for a little bit, saute them as we go, and then it just won't take very long for them to brown, and I'll let you know how long it takes. These have cooked for right about 7 minutes. And you can see I've got some nice color on them, and I'm just going to call them done. We just want to get some color in there and get that flavor from the oil and the butter and the parsley in there. Here are the parsley Yukon Gold potatoes, ready to go. If you wanted to, you could always add some other spices in there with them. If you wanted to add some heat or maybe a little smokiness with some paprika, that would be good as well. The recipe is below in the description box. Give them a try sometime and let me hear from you below in the comments section. This is Judy at Judy in the Kitchen. Bye for now.